The brand new Audi A8 is already unveiled, so it's time to do a used car review about the previous model. This car is actually really special because it is most probably the last A8 which has a physical MMI controller, since the new model has only touchscreens, which is ergonomically not the right solution. They should definitely keep the MMI controller in the new version too. Anyway, let's check out the previous model. The production of the Audi A8 D4 started in 2010 and it ended this year. You can expect great interior build quality with top quality materials and very good ergonomics. The interior looks and feels really expensive, and it also doesn't look outdated even after 7 years of production. The body of this Audi is as usual made from aluminium, so there are no problems with rust and the paint job quality is great. The reliability of this car is actually quite good for a luxury car which is completely full with electronics. However, there can be more often problem with a couple of things. The first issue can be with the MMI screen opening and closing. Interestingly, this was a problem on the previous generation too. The next, more common issue is the windshield leaking at the top center. So, lot of the owners experienced water leaking into the interior from the sunroof area. However, the actual leak was coming from the top of the windshield, which means that there can be basically a small gap between the top of the windshield and the body, and the water can obviously go through this gap. The first solution is to replace the windscreen. In this case, you should not buy an aftermarket part, because then you can have easily problems with that special camera which is behind the windscreen. So, after replacing only the original windshield, you have to also recalibrate that special camera for the adaptive cruise control and lane assistant. And as you can guess, all of this is quite expensive. Some of the owners who had this problem decided to use some silicone windshield sealant to seal this gap. I don't know if this is the best solution, but who knows? At the end you can try it if you don't want to spend money on the new windshield. As I said, this car is full with various electronic systems, so the battery should always be in a good condition, because the weak battery can cause some electronic malfunction messages. It's also extremely important to have the latest software updates, which can solve some of the problems. This A8 is standardly equipped with the adaptive air suspension, and you can adjust the shock absorbers from comfort to dynamic mode. You can even raise the car a little. There was also the optional sport air suspension, which is a little bit stiffer than the regular one, but other than this, it's the same system. The suspension is overall reliable, so you can expect some problems only in high mileage cars. These problems are those usual air suspension problems, so mainly the height sensors or the air compressor can break. The air suspension springs are reliable, which means that they should withstand more than 200,000 kilometers without leaks. Some of the owners complained about louder road surface dependent tire noise on 20-inch wheels on before facelift models. I would personally recommend to choose the 19-inch wheels if you have mainly poor quality roads around you and if you want better ride comfort. The standard equipment included, for example, dual zone automatic climate control, multifunctional steering wheel with shift pedals, leather seats with leather dashboard, electrically adjustable and heated front seats with memory function, or the navigation system. However, the optional equipment included things like night vision system, head-up display, parking cameras, double-glazed windows, heated steering wheel, optional front comfort massage seats, heated and ventilated front and back seats, rear seat entertainment package with electrically adjustable rear massage seats, solar sunroof, full LED headlights, Bang & Olufsen sound system, and so on. The facelifted version of this A8 was made from 2013. It included upgraded front Matrix headlights with those special effects, then new rear lights, upgraded interior sound insulation, and some other minor updates. The price for this luxury car starts at €18,900 for the cheapest high mileage car in Germany, and it goes up until €193,379 for a brand new S8 model. You should definitely buy only a car with regular maintenance history, and I'm going to say the same thing as in the 7 Series F01 video, so have at least 4,000 or 5,000 euro for the additional repairs, because all the spare parts are really expensive. The petrol engines are actually reliable. However, there is a common problem with the 4-liter TFSI V8 engine, which was available in the regular A8 made from 2012 and in the S8 version. The issue is basically bigger vibrations at 1000 or 3000 RPM. Okay, but how to solve this problem? Well, according to the original service plan, they need to update the software in the engine mounts, but this step usually doesn't help at all, so then they have to replace the downpipes. Yes, these front pipes or downpipes on both sides of the engine, and then the problem is solved. If you are buying this A8 with this engine, then check these vibrations. First, rev the engine from idle to 1000 and 3000 RPM when the car is stationary, and then rev the engine to these RPMs during the test drive too. If you can feel those vibrations, then you know that there is a problem. The last thing is that these engines are equipped with the direct injection system, so you should use only high quality fuel and change the oil regularly. These engines actually don't have big carbon buildup issues, only the 4.2-liter FSI engine can have some more carbon buildup, but only in high mileage cars. The hybrid version has a 2-liter TFSI 4-cylinder engine. The engine and also the hybrid unit are usually alright, but keep in mind that fixing or replacing the hybrid unit is obviously expensive. The diesel engines are reliable, so you can expect only regular but usually expensive diesel engine problems. It's important to choose a diesel engine only if you want to use the car on longer journeys. Change the oil in the engine after maximum 15,000 kilometers, but the very best is to change it after 10,000 kilometers. All the engines have timing chain, which is usually alright. However, it can be worn in high mileage cars, so you should pay attention to rattling noise after cold start. This A8 was available only with the 8-speed Tiptronic automatic gearbox. This transmission can have sometimes problem with the mechatronic unit, so don't forget to check it properly before buying. It should change gears very fast and smoothly without some kind of a strange noise or hesitation. I recommend changing the oil in the automatic gearbox as usual every 60,000 kilometers. Before buying, check the suspension parts and all the electronics. The car should ride quietly and smoothly, so it shouldn't make rattling, squeaking or humming noises from the suspension. Check the exterior of the car for various paint defects, which can be the sign of the resprayed body. Also check the gaps between the body panels. They should be even on the left and on the right side too. I hope that this information are helpful enough. If you have some questions or if you have personal experience with this car, then write it into comments. Thanks for watching.